I knew Melanie wasn't going nowhere. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. We are here today to talk about Love Island USA, Season 8, Episode 32. And the name of the episode is called Episode 32. I'm going to call the episode Family Day. I thought that this is a really good episode. It was an hour and 20 minutes, which is a lot for me, especially when you're trying to take notes. But I do think that it was a good episode. I love to see people with their family and the dynamics and stuff. So, you know, I like the episode, okay? But the episode started off where we left off. Casey and Titi. Casey ended up asking Titi to be his girlfriend. Titi said that she never been a girlfriend before.
Shut up! Shut up!
Every time I hear Titi say that she's never been a girlfriend before, I cringe because I'm sure she's not a virgin, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, do you know what you're saying? I think that people just be talking without realizing what they're saying, because you had never been a girlfriend before. How did you ended up, giving it up? If you've never been a girlfriend before, why are you not still a virgin? And I mean, she probably is a virgin, but from what I read online with the restraining orders and stuff, I would think that if she was out here fighting over a man, or out here, threatening people with pow-pows and stuff like that, or stabbing people like they say that she was doing, it was over. But she never was the girlfriend before, so I don't really know. But I just cringe every time she said, okay. Then we get a conversation between Trinity and Kayla. Kayla says that Trinity hurt her feelings when she told her that her and Zack was exclusive, and Trinity ended up calling it a situationship. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm so surprised that Kayla is feeling this way, because I wonder how Casey and Corbin felt when they brought their new couples to the villa and all the shit that she talked about it. The booing and all of the other type of stuff that she was, the name calling that she was giving them, right? But because Kayla got a white mama, everybody got to walk on eggshells with what she got going on. Now, the truth of the matter is, where I come from, what Kayla got going on is a situationship. And I agree with what Trinity said. I think that people use terms that they don't really know the meanings of. And for instance, like the word snitch, right? You can only be a snitch if you actually told on somebody that you actually participated in the crime with. But I think that what happens is people come up with words, or people hear stuff and they try to use it, and they use it in the wrong way, right? I don't think that Kayda really knows what a situationship is. Kayda is in a situationship, right? If she go to the club one night after the show, after the show airs or whatever, or after they're done filming the show, and she meets somebody, and she's going to tell them, well, look, I think I'm feeling your vibe too. I think that you cute, you know what I'm saying? But I was involved in Love Island USA, right? There was a person I was dealing with on the show, right? And we trying to see what we got going on. That ain't my boyfriend. I'm not really single, but that ain't my boyfriend either. So it's a situationship. You're not single. You're in a relationship. It's a situationship. I don't know why she's trying to take it negative. But probably because she's only heard negative connotations with the word situationship. You have a situationship, mama. Okay? So everybody's getting ready for bed. Melanie said that she wanted more time in the holiday. She said that she was impressed with Sincere because he didn't kiss and tell. He told the guys that they had a good time and they went to bed. Melanie even talking about what Sincere said to the guys, let us know that y'all fucked. And let us know that y'all fucked. Just shut up and let it be. Just shut up and let it be if you don't want people to know. But you further talking about it, let us know that you fucked, and you are really insecure about what happened between you and Sincere. Unlike Kayda, who was just honest about it, right? You trying to really hide the fact. Then she said that she sees change in Sincere.
Bitch, where? That was B-I-H. Bitch, where?
Where? What change have you seen? The only change that we're seeing is that there's no more bombshells walking inside the house, and there's no other girls in the house that he's attracted to. But I haven't seen any change in him. The next day is Family Day. It seems that they could only bring 2 family members to Fiji. If it was me, it would have been my mama and my brother, or my sister. It would have been hard for me to choose, right? Because I'm close to my brother and my sister. But I know for sure that if my sister had came and there was any disrespect towards me from the people from the islanders, baby, it would have been up. It would have been up. Matter of fact, I need my mama to stay home. I need my mama to stay home, and I want my brother and my sister to come up there and visit for me, and we would have made her proud. We would have made her proud. My brother is on the He ain't gonna start no shit. He ain't gonna run from it either. My sister is gonna start the shit. And I'm with the shit. So that would have been perfect, okay? The first people to enter was Trinity and Bryce's family. It was Trinity's mama and her sister, Bryce's mama and his grandmama. Trinity ended up running, and it seemed like that Bryce's mama ended up grabbing her and hugging her first. I didn't really like that. Okay? I'm not going to talk about these people, family members, but one thing I got to say is black do not crack. Black do not crack. Trinity mama said that she believed in a connection. She believed that the connection is genuine because she's seen her cry. Baby, your daughter cried because she was on the island and nobody was giving her the time of day. That's the only reason why she cried. Nobody was giving her the time of day. She probably the shit where y'all from in Virginia. On Fiji, she was jack shit, nothing.
Yes, baby.
She lost against a girl with one leg. That's why she was crying. Baby, she ended up bringing Corey into the house. The next day, Corey told Melanie he was her number one. That's why she was crying. The grandmother, Bryce's grandmother, wanted to know why the Islanders didn't send them to the hideaway. Okay, Trinity mama said that she was against them going to the hideaway. And I really thought that we was going to see Trinity mama reprimand her for sucking dick while she was driving, or at the very least reprimand her for telling people that she was sucking dick while her mama was driving on national TV. Right? I would have slapped Trinity upside her head 2 times for doing it, and I didn't know about it. And then the second time for doing it, and you got people looking at me upside their head at the supermarket and shit, telling me I'm an unfit mother. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay? The grandmother ended up apologizing to the Islanders for saying that they have to put up with Bryce. And Kenzie said, we love him. And the grandma said, even if he have a turtle tongue? Hello? Even if he had a turtle tongue? Bryce didn't even know what that meant. See, I feel like the producers have been coming and telling Bryce stuff in his ear and Zack in his ear, which is why I feel like Bryce feel like that he already won the show. But see, they didn't tell him that the people was going around saying that he got a turtle tongue. Trinity mother ended up telling her, oftentimes we miss out on a lot of good things because it's not packaged the way we wanted it. Message! He said that the entire family is behind them. Bryce ended up introducing Zack and Kayda to his family. I don't know how I feel about meeting people's family in a bathing suit if I was Kayda. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I was like cringing about with Family Day is that they still had on their bathing suits. We're going to dress up for my mama. Okay? The grandma ended up making jokes about Bryce getting dissed in the 3-way, talking about sometimes somebody gets undeserved, underserved in a 3-way. Okay? She seemed cool. It was a nice, they seemed nice. I'm still not buying the connection. I will never buy it. I don't see it. I don't see no love there or any. The only thing that they connect, the only thing that they have in common is that nobody in the villa want them. Nobody in the villa want them. That's the only thing that they got going on. Okay? Then we get Carl and Aniya. We ended up having Aniya's mama and her sister and Carl's mama and his sister. Aniya mama looks good as fuck. Give it up.
Come on, give it up. Give it up.
Give it up. Aniya mama looks so good. Aniya mama looks younger than Aniya.
Yup.
She looks younger than Aniya. And Aniya's sister is gorgeous. She's taller than Aniya, even though Aniya is the oldest. She is taller than Aniya. Carl's family looks nice as well. Carl's mom said that she can see Aniya being her daughter-in-law.
Sheree, do you hear this lie?
I doubt it. She also said that she hoped they keep going forward. Now, Aniya's mama was real big on that don't cry shit. You get what I'm saying? She said that Aniya was getting ready to make her mad with all that crying and shit. And I know that if Aniya was getting ready to make her mad just by crying, I know she was pissed off when Aniya dropped down to her knees after that recoupling.
Stand up!
I was taken aback when Aniya, baby, listen. If my whole thing is this, if Melanie pulled you away, talking about we're not going to let them see you cry, we damn sure ain't about to let them see you on your knees. You should have sat down where you was at for all of that shit. You get what I'm saying? You should have stayed sitting down where you was at, baby. It wasn't the fact that she was crying, baby. It was that you got down on your knees. Absolutely not.
Get your fucking ass up.
Okay? Aniya mama said that she was shocked that Aniya didn't go with her gut, but she did go with her gut. It just wasn't what you wanted her to do. Aniya said that she went with her gut. That's what she said, baby. You can't tell her what's in her gut. You are embarrassed. You are You feel a way that and I understand it as I'm not a mother, but I understand how she's feeling. She felt a way that Annayia embarrassed herself on TV, and she's trying to cope with it, right? She feels that Annayia has embarrassed herself, but Annayia said that she went with her gut. Okay? Annayia mama said, listen, you said that this man checked off all of your boxes, and it's hard to find good people. Why did you not pick him? Because she went with her gut. Or she went with Melanie's gut.
The weight of the 8 citations.
And Trinity gut and what they had going on. Okay? Her mama also told, look, I love your dynamic with the girls, but you sugarcoat shit with Melanie. You sugarcoat shit with Melanie. She does. She does. Because she wants to be like Melanie. Right? And so she tried to mimic Melanie. Right? And make no mistake, the conversation was about Sincere, but there was things that happened in the friendship, specifically with Melanie, saying that she was going to pull Casey for a chat without considering Annayia the way that she did Kenzie. That gives me pause. And I get that. I feel like that since Annayia is a Black woman, and it's so funny because we also have Trinity on the show, right? And it almost is like Annayia can't do any wrong, or y'all feel like that people are reaching when they tell the truth. Baby, Annayia got sunned by Melanie. By Melanie. Melanie did all of this consideration for Kenzie, but she had no consideration for Annayia when she said that she was going to go pull Casey for a chat. She basically told her what I'm getting ready to do, and you're going to fall in line. Because you know that you come second fiddle to me. Because Sincere already picked me over you. That's how she did Annayia. That's how she did Annayia. Annayia mama ended up telling her that she felt like that she played down what Sincere did because he's her friend. No, baby. No, baby. She played down what Sincere did because she still likes Sincere.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Be very clear.
And make no mistake about it. She still likes Sincere. And I feel in my head that Melanie got her third eye on Annayia because it's still, when they did the office challenge and they had to kiss they crush and she pulled Sincere, she still got feelings for that man. And I know that was a couple of weeks ago, but I could guarantee you that girl still got feelings for Sincere. She do. She do. Annayia mama ended up telling her, just because you know that's your friend, you still need to tell her the truth. The nigga got her around here looking crazy. And I'm standing on it. Ain't the fact that Annayia mama is telling her about how Sincere did Melanie proves my point that there is nobody that has been done wrong, girl, who has been done worse than Melanie has been done in this house by the hands of Sincere. And Sincere had no backlash from the villa. No backlash from nobody in the villa except for Corbin. The girls did not talk to Sincere the way that they talked to KC. Probably because he picked her, right? But like she said, girl, being picked ain't the prize. Doing me right is the prize. And he didn't do her right. Those are the rules that she set for herself, and the girls didn't hold him to that. They didn't. It wasn't on them motherfucking bitches, no way. But they didn't hold him to that, okay? Then we get Casey and Titi. We get Casey mama and his sister, and Titi mama and her cousin. Now, I did not cry the whole episode until Casey ran to his mama and hugged her. He said that he was shocked that she was there because she didn't have a passport. And she said, I'm here. I made it. And it was something about her saying, I'm here, I made it, that let me know that she probably didn't want to come all the way to Fiji. But she saw the show and she seen how her son was being mistreated. And she seen how her son was being bullied. And she showed up for her son.
That's being a mother.
That's a mother. I know my mama would have done the same for me. My mama don't even like to fly. I think that she probably got on 2 flights her whole entire life, but she would have made it to Fiji to see me and to look me in my face and to let them hoes know what it was. Period. My mama would have. Casey and Titi ended up sharing that they were in a relationship. Titi mama said, you got me out here. You got me out here. I'm here. You got me out here. Okay. And she ended up asking Titi if it was the real deal. Titi said it was. Casey mama was quiet the whole time. All she said was that it was good to see that Titi had her son back. Okay. She said that Titi was beautiful and she liked that she ain't no pushover. Right. Her sister said, well, Casey's sister said that he likes what Titi brings out of Casey. Okay. And that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it, okay? Then we get Kenzie and Dylan. Kenzie's mother and her brother ended up showing up. Dylan mama and his best friend came. I wonder, does Dylan have any siblings? Right? I feel like that we don't really know a lot about Dylan, even though he's a Casa guy. We still knew that Carl had siblings. I don't think that we know a lot about Dylan because every time we see him, he crying about the same old love song over and over again. Over and over again. Okay? Kenzie's brother has a lot of personality. He knew who the Islanders was. He spoke to them, and he said that his crush in the villa was Kayda. Okay? Kenzie's mom said that when she saw Dylan, she knew that that was her guy. The best friend said, well, they smooch every night, smooching and everything else. Okay? Kenzie's mom said that the dad sometimes just shake his head, and I'm sure he was just shaking his head at the DJ, right? My mama would have said something to me about that. And it's not that my mom, you know, you're grown, right? Everybody on the island is grown, but it's the fact that y'all are doing it on cameras and y'all know that cameras are watching. In my opinion, it's been too many fingers in her puss.
And I'm sorry.
It's been too many fingers in her puss. Okay? Her mama said that every emotion that Kenzie has felt, she has felt as well. The dad ended up sending a message. He ended up telling Kenzie, look, you only witnessed us together, me and your mama. You only witnessed us together. You didn't see the relationship we had before we met each other. There was some mess ups, but the beauty of love is that you only have to get it right once.
Message.
There was a lot of wisdom through this episode from the parents. We got one from, who mama was that I talked about earlier? It was Trinity's mama. Then we got this from Dylan Daddy, and he wasn't even there. There was a lot of wisdom, okay? Dylan mama said that she didn't feel like Kenzie did anything wrong. And even if she did, she apologized. I always tell people, when somebody apologizes and you can't get over it, that is a sign that you can't accept the apology, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work, right? That's the biggest thing with Dylan. My thing with Dylan is that Kenzie apologized. If you can't forgive her, it's time to move on because you're not over it and you just can't move forward, okay? Kenzie ended up pulling Dylan's mom for a chat. She told her that she cares about him. It was hard for her to see him upset. Dylan's mom said that they talked about it. Nobody knows the pressure that they face in the villa and that she can tell that Dylan really likes her too, okay? Now, Kenzie, you can go and tell, Kenzie can now go and tell Dylan, I never pulled anybody else's mom for a chat. That's the first thing that I ever did with you, right? I never pulled nobody else's mom for a chat and told her how much I liked them. So that's the first that me and you got together. So you can stop being insecure about our relationship. Then we get Kayda and Zach. Kayda's mom and sister ended up showing up. Zach's brother and sister showed up. Zach and his siblings look exactly alike. They all three of them look like the girl kind of looked a little, you know, Caitlyn Jenner. Okay, but I'm just saying she looked. I could see, okay. Anyway, Kayda mama definitely looked like a woman that slept with a black man and had kids by him. I don't know what the look is, but when I see Kayda mama, I say, yeah, she did. Yeah, I could look at Kayda mama. If you gave me a lineup full of white women that said which one of them got black kids, which one of them got biracial kids, the only thing that she missing is the 27 piece. But I bet you she drive a Nissan Altima. I bet you she drive a Nissan Altima. Okay. Zack said that they were officially dating after here. Zack said that they were officially dating after here, but not like exclusive. And Kayda said just exclusive outside of here. And Kayda's mama said, well, that's boyfriend and girlfriend. And this, my friend, is a definition of a situationship. The fact that Zack said that they were exclusive and then not exclusive now in front of the family speaks volumes, right? I just think that Zack and Charlie are stunt queens, and I'm not into them at all. I think that they are too aware of the cameras. Even with Charlie coming back, I could just feel like they are just so aware of the cameras, and I think that they're stunt queens. I do. Okay. The sister said that she was iffy about Zack. She said that he says things and then says that he's joking. And the sister it has the right to be. The thing is, I feel like that some of the parents that came in and did not want to tell their children the hardcore truth, or they don't want to be looking like bitches on camera. But if Kayda was my sister, I would tell her straight up, that nigga ain't into you, girl. It's not that I think that he's into Bryce. I just don't think that he's into her. He's a stunt queen. Okay, they said that Kayda's dad watched the show, but he did not watch when Kayda and Zach went to the hideaway. Okay, there's no way. There's no way. Okay, Sincere and Melanie was last. Okay, we got Melanie's sister and her mama, and then we got Sincere dad and his brother. Now, I don't know if y'all pay attention to what's going on. That ain't Sincere real daddy. That ain't Sincere daddy. First of all, he going bald. And there's no shade. I'm just saying, he going bald. Sincere got a head full of hair, right? Sincere ended up later on in the episode saying that this is the man who raised him and his brother. He didn't say that this was my dad.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
So that also let me know that he's not the dad. And then Benjamin, the brother that showed up, he's a junior. And the dad is the senior. And Sincere is older than Benjamin. So that also let me know that that's not his daddy.
Yes.
No shade, no shade.
But he probably raised him. Okay? He did raise him. That's what he said. He raised him. But that ain't his real daddy. Okay? Since Melanie's sister started it right when she met the daddy. Right when she met the daddy. Okay? And I knew that she was going to start and she was going to be on one by the way that she talked about Annayia online. Okay? She ended up telling Sincere when they all met together, we have a lot to talk about, especially my beloved, and she pointed at Sincere. She was ready for her moment. Okay? Sincere said that he learned a lot about himself. My thing is just stop.
Stop! It ain't no way you can win.
Stop. It doesn't sound genuine. Like the sister said, you keep saying the same shit and doing it over and over again. My thing is, if you done stumped on my sister hard and stepping on it and shit, I don't want to hear that I learned a lot about myself. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. You get what I'm saying? Well, I learned a lot about myself. That's not how you, because it's still centering you. It's still centering you, not the hurt and the pain that you done caused my motherfucking sister. Sincere dad said that everyone was rooting for Mel. We're sorry, that's not who we are. That's not Sincere or how he was raised. It's unacceptable and it has to be said. And he ended up saying, look, I wasn't gonna come. But when I seen that, I had to come. I didn't travel 7,000 miles to support that. I didn't travel 7,000 miles to support no bullshit. Okay? He said that he wasn't happy. I mean, Melanie said that she wasn't happy with what she saw on movie night, but she would regret that she didn't give him another chance to see what it could be. And her sister said, didn't you give him many chances?
Like what?
Boom.
Like,
That's the reason why.
See, I like her. I like her. Okay? So then they ended up separating. Mel's sister told her, girl, you don't deserve this. He's not treating you right. I remember that girl from Philly. When shit went wrong, when you moved to LA, you kept going. And she told Melanie, girl, he's playing you. All he's doing is slowing you down. And her mama ended up telling her this was another message. Baby, a whole bunch of wisdom, baby. Her mama told her, she don't speak English. She didn't even look like she knew what was going on, if I'm being honest with you. She didn't seem like she was knowing what was going on, baby. She said, your heart is sacred. She said all this in Spanish. They had to put the translator on. Baby, your heart is sacred. Mi habla poquito español. Your heart is sacred. Never let them steal your essence. It's a non-negotiable. And she said, I understand a person can make a mistake once, but twice? Why are you going to give him a second chance when there are so many others waiting for their first?
Message.
I say, bitch.
Look how she ate that.
Why are you going to give him a second chance when there are so many others waiting for their first? I can kind of tell that the man that came, Benjamin Sr., ain't Sincere daddy, because he was putting a little bit too much on it. He told Sincere, I came here to correct you. I feel like sometimes when it don't be their kids, they just be, I didn't see any love there with Sincere. And I'm not taking up for Sincere. I'm just saying sometimes when it ain't your real daddy, it's always, I'm trying to teach you tough love and lessons, but they got love for their child, right? But with Sincere, it was just, I came here to correct. Now you're not coming here to correct the motherfucking thing. I know I messed up. You get what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna hold me. You ain't about to hold me up here. You get what I'm saying? I know I fucked up. I done already, it said that I fucked up, but you're not about to do too much on me. Okay? Fuck with Benjamin, don't fuck with me. Okay? He ended up telling Sincere, I would never allow someone to sit at my table that moves like that. Okay? The brother ended up telling him, I get that you was trying to test your connection. And that's the thing, it's not the testing the connection part that I had a problem with Sincere for, but it was the leading women on, right? My thing is be honest and tell them what it is, right? You told Soul, this is what I want. This is what I want right here. You had Soul feeling like, well, she said, mama good.
Oh, no, she didn't go there.
Yeah.
You told the other girl, Amara, if I had more time with you, you would be the one. That's not true. It wasn't true. You're not being honest. You wasn't being honest, beloved. Benjamin Daddy ended up saying there's no guarantee Melanie forgive you. You dropped the ball. You probably can't recover for this. And he said that he feels like that Melanie is giving him a second chance because they're in the villa. But on the streets, she will be gone. He just don't know that she weak as tissue, baby. She weak as tissue, wet tissue. Okay? So then everybody, all of the families leave or whatever, and they're getting ready for the evening. Okay? In the glam room, Melanie says a lot of people don't want me and Sincere together. They're just looking out for my best interest. When she said that, I knew she was staying.
Hey, you're weak, honey.
When she said that, I knew she was staying. Okay? Then they ended up doing their toast or whatever, and everybody ended up separating. Bryce is trying to tell this struggle story so he can be given this winner's edit. I'm sick to my motherfucking stomach. I'm sick of it.
Get the fag off the TV.
I'm sick of it. Bryce in Trinity is gonna win this show, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick to my stomach because this is not even a real relationship. It's not a real relationship. Neither one. I don't even want to tell the people down. Let me go. Okay. So then we get Mel, Aniya, and Trinity. They talking, and I don't know if y'all noticed it, but I've been paying attention to Aniya. Aniya didn't look the same ever since her mama came in. She has been looking worried. I think that Aniya is self-conscious on how she's looking on TV. And she realized that when her mom told her how she came off, it probably showed that she liked Sincere. Of course, her mama wasn't going to tell her the truth like that. But Aniya knows what it looks like now. Okay? Mel shared that her sister went off on Sincere and his dad went off on, Benjamin Daddy went off on him as well. Aniya said that her mom was mad at her for not being straightforward with Melanie. And basically, Aniya ended up repeating every word that Pramita said to Melanie the night that they had the pig, which two couples they didn't think were compatible. She ended up repeating word for word. Does Aniya have a thought of her own? She ended up repeating word for word what Pramita said. Okay? She said that she minimized Sincere's actions and she feels like a bad friend. And she said by minimizing his actions, she also minimized Melanie's feelings. And she said that she apologized and she was sorry. Melanie said that, it's hard on my mind. You telling me one thing and then trying to tell me another. I wish you would have told me that in the beginning. And I kind of understand what Melanie is saying. Well, I do understand what she's saying. But what we're not about to do is put the blame on Aniya.
We're not going to do that. We're definitely not going to do that.
Aniya was wrong for what she did and she was a bad friend. But she's not going to be Melanie's scapegoat. I would not allow Melanie to make Aniya her motherfucking scapegoat. Because no matter what Aniya tells you, baby, you know when you are being mistreated. So don't make it seem like you needed this girl to. Sometimes all people do need is a little push forward. But you should know that if a motherfucker is mistreating you and it ain't right. So we're not about to put this on Aniya. Maybe she could have gave you a little push, but yourself, you should have known within yourself that the nigga was doing you wrong. And you knew that the nigga was doing you wrong. You said it. He gonna keep on doing it and I'm gonna forgive him. So we're not about to put all of this on Aniya. Yeah, she could have helped you out and told you the truth at the beginning. But your self-value and your self-worth is yours. It's self. We're not going to put that on Aniya. I'm not doing it. Okay? Then we get Aniya and Trinity talking, and I'm still making excuses for Sincere. She said that he fucked up, but he's trying. Don't nobody want to see what we see in here. You right, baby. We don't see what y'all see in there, but we know what we did see. And what we did see, it was enough. It was enough to kick his ass to the curb. It was enough to know that I wouldn't put up with it. What we saw at movie night was enough. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't give a damn if Sincere was making breakfast for Melanie every morning. Ain't nothing that he could have done to recover from the way that she looked on movie night. There was nothing he could have done. And the fact that Annayia is still trying to give Sincere out, having Sincere's back in this moment, is showing how much of a bad friend that she is. And that's my opinion. She's a horrible friend. Okay? So then we get Melanie talking to Sincere. And at this point, everyone wants Melanie to want better for herself. Annayia mama want her to want better for herself. Her sister and her mama wanted better for herself. Her Sincere daddy, Benjamin daddy, want her to have better for himself. He said that the family even want Melanie to want better for herself, right? And again, it proves my point. Nobody in this villa has been disrespected more than Melanie.
Nobody.
But there is no smoke from the Islanders for Sincere. There is no smoke from the Islanders for Sincere because of what I told y'all before, where Melanie ranks with the girls, and because Melanie would never allow it. Melanie told her sister, I wanted you to shut up and not say anything. But I was scared because you never stood up for me like that before. That's what she told her sister when they went to say less. I wanted you to shut up and not say anything. But I was scared because you never stood up for me like that before. Okay? Melanie ended up telling Sincere that the family is disappointed in the way that Sincere treated her and misbehaved. Yeah, that's true. That's true, but that's not all their disappointment. They was also disappointed in Melanie and the way that she allowed it. They were also disappointed in Melanie and how she allowed herself to be disrespected and how she allowed herself to be mistreated. Because make no mistake, he could not mistreat you if you didn't allow it.
Message.
He could not mistreat you if you didn't allow it. Okay? Melanie said, if you're trying to work it out and fix it, it's going to be a lot of work, more than what you think.
Girl, stop.
It ain't going to take shit. It ain't going to take shit. It ain't going to take shit to fix it, girl, because he fucked up and you rewarded him by going to the hideaway and giving him some pussy.
You's a stupid motherfucker.
So it ain't going to take shit for him to fix. He fucked up. You slept outside one night, then got in the bed with him, then you gave him some pussy. And then what did Melanie do? She put it on Sincere. She put it on Sincere. She said, I want you to make the right decisions for you and what you want to do. I told y'all before, Melanie will never leave Sincere. Like she said at the movie night when she went to the glam room with Aniya. Why don't he just leave me alone? Because she doesn't value herself enough to walk away from him. She doesn't value herself enough to walk away from him. And the sad part about it, in the grand scheme of Melanie's life, she don't even know this man. She don't even know this man. She's been knowing this man for almost 6 weeks. And he's walking all over her already. In the villa. In the villa. He's walking all over her already, and she's been knowing this man for only 6 weeks. For 6 weeks. Okay? Melanie said she's going to be true to herself and see what life is like with him outside of the villa because she doesn't want to live with what ifs.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
I think that Melanie is she just sounds so stupid. She sounds so stupid. Bozo the clown, a dummy, Dumbo, right? My thing is you can't even trust this man with the mid women that have came into the villa. What do you think will happen when he goes outside the villa? When y'all go outside the villa with his DMs and stuff is open. The temptation he's going to have at his fingertips with his, you know what I'm saying, on his phone. The club appearances that he's going to have, right? Y'all don't stand a chance. And the crazy part about it is I can look at Sincere and tell that he ain't going to do right. I can look at Sincere and tell he ain't going to do right. Y'all can look at Sincere and tell he ain't going to do right. But Melanie has to want this for herself. She doesn't have any self-value and she doesn't have any self-worth. Okay? And y'all, that was pretty much the episode. Let me know what y'all think. Who do y'all think dropped the most knowledge? And which family members did y'all like the most? For me personally, I like KC's mama. I like KC mama. How she came in and she showed up for her son. And she got that passport and she came to Fiji because she knew her son was over in that villa being mistreated. And y'all got him fucked up. And that's on me. All right? But thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. Please like the video. Please hype me up. And I will see y'all later. Adios.